Hi everyone, I'm Humbly Anna Andrews here on this YouTube channel. This is part 2 of a video that I did on July 10th. And it was in reference to the camping trip when I came home. I kind of was getting ready for bed and everything, but I was talking about how the struggle is so real and has been so real for so many people for so long. And I'm talking about people that have been affected by the disease of alcoholism and addiction. And I'm talking about people in the recovery rooms, the 12-step rooms of AA. And what I'm talking about specifically is the big book of Alcoholics Anonymous. You know, in order to talk about the 12-step rooms of AA and the big book of Alcoholics Anonymous, what I want to do is just go from the top down, like I said. And from top down, the Rockefellers helped to fund the book. Did you know that, Carrie?
Yep.
You knew that. So, yeah, how did you learn that, by the way?
It's in the big book.
Oh, it's even in the big book. So let me tell you this, people. The Rockefeller, hold on, Carrie. Please stay here for a second. The Rockefellers helped to fund the big book of Alcoholics Anonymous. But I got to tell you, the Rockefellers, they play both sides of the game all the time, people. So Prohibition came. Listen to this. Who's there? It's the government. You can't bootleg in your yard. Why not? It's illegal. Okay, I won't bootleg. I'll tear it all down. Okay, bye-bye. Who's there? It's the government. It's Wall Street. Would you like some Coors beer, Jack Daniels, 151? What do you want? We got it to sell it to you now. So you see what I'm saying? People, you can't bootleg, but Wall Street can bootleg and put labels on it and fancy bottles. You see my point that I'm trying to make here?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's plain as day. So, and Rockefellers funded the writings of the big book of Alcoholics Anonymous. That's why when you read the big book, Carrie, you've read that big book back and forth, haven't you?
Yeah.
And I have too. In many 12-step rooms. And I've worked the steps back and forth in many 12-step rooms. And what I want to say, I'm losing track right now of my thoughts, but what the hell was I trying to say about this? Oh, God, I lost my thought, hon. Help me, higher power, to find it. What I want to say is this. Rockefeller funded both sides of the game. AA and then corrupt Wall Street. Carrie, here's what I want to say. Was Rockefellers involved with 9/11, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. So, people, here's what I wanted to say to you, Carrie. I found it. Thank you, higher power. So here's the question I got for you, Carrie. You've read the big book back and forth. How many times? Lots, right?
At least 4 or 5 times.
4 or 5 times. So you know the big book pretty good, huh?
Pretty well.
Okay, so what I want to ask you is this. Can you come over a little closer? You're not on the video, but I want to ask you this question. Do you ever read stories in the big book about people that went to war, or soldiers and that different kind of stuff that's in that big book study, like in the stories themselves?
Yes.
Okay, have you ever read any stories in the big book about peace activists?
No.
Okay, when you read meditation books, do you ever see stories in there about soldiers sometimes?
Yes.
I do too. I do too. Not only in AA, but Al-Anon too. So what I'm trying to say is this. In all the books I've ever read, big book plus meditation books, people, I've never seen any writings about peace activists. I'm Humbly Anna Anders here on this YouTube channel, and the books of AA, the funders, those warmongers, funders, are busted. And so that's what I'm saying, and I'm disgusted with the corrupt indoctrination of this nation, okay? You can't play just one side of the game, people. And I know my higher power did not tell me to get up and kill anybody today. He didn't tell me to talk to my grandchildren about joining the military either. Did your higher power tell you to get up and kill anybody today, Carrie?
No.
Did your higher power tell you to get up and support war today?
No.
Okay, should we support war today?
No.
Right. Peace is the answer, right?
Right.
Isn't it interesting that our soldiers travel around the world and back, and every military base that we can go to, that they would have a club on the base where the soldiers can have access to alcohol.
Uh-huh.
You know why? They want them to drown out the lies, the political lies. So that's why our boys and ladies, guys and gals, come home as alcoholics and drug addicts and shit. Do you agree?
Right.
Right, there we go. So I'm done talking. This is part 2 of the video that I did last night when I said the struggle was so real. You best believe the struggle is so real. I know we have alcoholism in our sacred family tree, and it didn't start with me and my husband Dwayne and I. It didn't, it started with my mom and her mom and husband. And people, I don't care how many damn fancy parties you put on in your fancy houses and shit, tell the truth. Tell the truth about how corrupt everybody's been to each other. Okay? And let's heal each other, sisters and brothers, okay? For real. Rigorous honesty, not rigorous dishonesty, okay? I'm humbly Anna Anders here on this YouTube channel. I plan on going back to the 12-step rooms of AA and my 12-step meetings, other meetings if I need to too. But what I want to say is I'm not playing the games no more, Carrie. I mean, do you think we should have to?
No.
Have you ever sat in meetings where people talk about, oh, I got to talk about my uncle, my brother, my sister who's in the military. I want to pray for the soldiers in the military. Do you ever hear that shit in the rooms?
No.
Yes, you do.
Well, once in a while.
More than once in a while. Okay. You heard it every day in Flagstaff, Arizona meeting halls, and I know because I attended those meetings. I would hear it on a regular basis. Now, I hear it here, even. The other day, I went back to my new home group. Not my new home group. I'm sorry. I went back to the Newburgh Club to go to a meeting. It was my first time, and I have a witness to this. And as I walked into the meeting hall, a lady, a chairperson, was sitting at the head of the table talking about how her father was in her grandfather was in World War I, her father was in World War II. I mean, it's like, does it ever end, people, really? And that's where I'm at with it. I'm humbly Anna Anders on the YouTube channel. Yeah, I gotta go. Bye-bye. It's talked about a lot.